Welcome to the Pub Sports Radio weekend special of the MLB Breakdown for Saturday, September 4th. Ian and Connor, guys, as you guys already know, have their college football show going on. So I'm doing a download the night before to make sure we get our baseball fix of the day. Let's get right into this, fellas. Baltimore versus New York Yankees. We've got Ellis versus Montgomery. New York Yankees over the last 30 days have an 8th batting average and a 3rd OPS. The last 15 days, 15th average, 7th OPS versus right-handed pitchers. This is the type where I like to back the Yankees, but at a minus 310, there's no way in hell I'm trying to get any action on this game. Baltimore has not been hitting over the last 30 or 15 days. They are a bottom 5 team versus lefties, guys. They do have good numbers versus Montgomery, and at minus 310, there's no way I'm going to have any action on this game. There's no difference in the bullpens, really. Last 15 days, Baltimore's 18th. New York Yankees is 14th. Yes, Baltimore has been way worse over the last month, but I'm looking at 15-day stats for this breakdown. So at minus 310, it's a straight pass. I can't hate if you're looking at a Baltimore team total here with the numbers they do have versus Montgomery, but they did have good numbers versus Yarborough and good numbers versus some of these other lefties they have faced the last few weeks, and they haven't done a damn thing, guys. So they're not going to see any of my money, and at minus 310, the Yankees won't see mine. I can't hate anybody looking at a Yankees team total full game or first 5. Like I said, they have been hitting righties, and Ellis is nothing to write home about, guys. On to game 1 of the doubleheader of the New York Mets and Washington Nationals. We have Stroman versus Fetty. Stroman's gone versus these Mets 2 times the last 5 weeks, including last week, and he's held these guys down, guys. He owns these guys. I cannot back Stroman or anybody, usually my role. If you've just faced the team 5 days ago, I usually look towards the over, or I just don't back you at all. You have to be a dominant ace, and Stroman, in my eyes, is not a dominant ace. But the Washington Nationals are 17th average, 20th OPS over the last 30, and 19th and 21st over the last 15. So they're showing they're not hitting at all. And Fetty just pitched against versus the Mets, and the Mets smacked them, guys. So I can't hate a Mets team total here and over. Or if you do back Stroman, I get it. He's been really well versus this team, and this team isn't hitting him. We have very small wins, so nothing to write home about there. Yeah, this is a Mets spot or nothing for me. We go on to game 2. We have no pitcher named yet for the Washington Nationals, but we have Miguel. If you know anything, I'm a big Miguel backer, guys. But there is one thing I've learned while backing Miguel. Like I said, pitchers going up against the same team in 5-day periods like Stroman is, Miguel hasn't been able to show that he can handle that. He's gone up against 2 different teams where he's owned them the first time, and the second time he's been shelled. Shelled being the last time he went against the Giants. It was his back-to-back versus them. So if anything, this is a fade Miguel spot. You know, he's shown that he cannot pitch versus a team back-to-back, but I don't like betting double headers unless I see a clear-cut advantage. Both bullpens are garbage, guys, so I can't hate an over, but I can't back Miguel when he's shown me that he cannot go back-to-back versus the same team. Next game, we got Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Cubs. We've got 10 miles per hour wind out, and it's going to be very humid, guys, very sticky. Pittsburgh has not put out a pitcher yet, but the Cubs have. We got Kyle Hendricks. Oh, God. Kyle Hendricks, guys. The bum of all bums. If the Pittsburgh Pirates weren't the 30th average, 30th OPS the last 30th days, 28th average, 30th OPS the last 15 days, I'd have to play the Pittsburgh team total just off of Hendricks having a 6 ERA at home. He is god-awful at home, guys. God-awful. But Pittsburgh's numbers just say they're trash. I know the Pittsburgh bats have some good numbers versus him, and the wind's blowing out. So I could see a lot of people looking towards the over. I can't take the over myself or a Cubs team total because I don't know the Pittsburgh, but I can't take a Pittsburgh team total not knowing that they're not hitting. Like 30th and 30th and 28th and 30th. Those are some really bad numbers, guys. There's only 30 freaking teams in the MLB. So I like to back the Cubs when they're going up against a lefty. Their numbers are a little bit better, but actually over the last 15 days, righty or lefties, the Cubs have been hitting. So they don't have a line out on that game, obviously, but I expect Hendricks probably to be favored here just by how bad Pittsburgh bats have been, if not a straight coin flip. Next game out, we got Oakland versus Toronto. We've got Blackburn versus Berrios, guys. This line right here is Berrios minus 172. If there's anything I don't have a read on, guys, it's Berrios or Blackburn for Oakland, guys. So I'm going to stay off this game. I'm going to read you off the stats, and hopefully this can help you guys out because I've been on the wrong side of both of them. Toronto, guys, as you notice, guys, once again today, they didn't do crap first five, and then the bats came around. So, or tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow. So yesterday they did crap, guys, and then they came around. So all that first five money went down the drain. Thank God I stayed away from them. They've showed they haven't been doing crap. So Toronto over the last month, their 9th average, 15th OPS. But over the last 15 days, their 14th average, 20 OPS, guys. Like, they're not hitting, and I get that Springer's back and all that, but I can't back them with my own money. Oakland, 14th average, 8th OPS over the last 30 days, 16th average, 12th OPS over the last 15. Yes, the better bats are on Oakland, guys, and Blackburn has shown that he can handle it. Like, he's done really, really well his 3 starts in the MLB. So I can't hate the plus side money of the A's, but usually when there's 2 good pitchers, and Berrios has been pretty good by the numbers. I know some games he's just trash, but by the numbers, teams that aren't hitting, he tends to do well. So this game, I lean to the under first 5. I'm not on it myself. I have bet a few spots already, guys. I'm not going to pass everywhere. It's just, I need to see some blatant stats yelling at me, and I just don't yet. The Yankees team total, though, was 5.5. I don't like betting 5.5 team totals myself, guys. On to the next game. Oh, let's go to bullpens real quick for Oakland, Toronto. 16th pin for Oakland over the last 15 days. Toronto, 23rd. Oakland's fallen off, guys. They're falling off bullpen-wise. Over the last month, they were a top 10. They're getting tired. They're starting pitching Caprilli on them. They're not making it into distance. They're not pitching 6-7 innings. These bullpens are coming into effect in the 5th inning, and that'll tax you real quick. So no advantage there. Once again, you've seen what happened in the game. Both bullpens imploded again today. So best of luck with that. There's maybe some first 5 advantages to the under or on the Oakland side. I don't see how Berrios is this big of a favorite by the numbers. Oakland has the better bats. Minnesota at Tampa Bay, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Dog of the day. Well, one of them. Plus 188 money keeps coming in on Tampa Bay Rays. I want them full game, guys. The better bullpen has been the Minnesota Twins over the last 15 days. They've been the 2nd in the league. Tampa Bay has been 26. But let's get into these numbers. Here we go. Tampa Bay over the last month, 5th average, 3rd OPS. Damn, they're smashing lefties. Why are you taking this bum Albers, man? He's a lefty, right? Yes, he's a lefty. But let's go into the 15-day stats. 13 average, 18th OPS. They're falling off, guys. Baseball is trending. It's a big, trendy sport. You go in fades. You go up, you go down. You go up, you go down. Right now, the bats are saying they're getting cold versus lefties. They're hot versus righties. Played them today. Got the over. Cash that. Shout out to Razor Sharp Picks with the cash that. But yeah, so I'm on the Minnesota full game plus 188. Let's get into Minnesota's numbers versus righties. Yes, Archer has been somewhat decent. He got injured his first game with a little shoulder fatigueness, so they pulled him early. Came back out in his next game, gave up a couple runs, I believe, versus Baltimore. Baltimore's a top 10 hitting team versus righties over the last 15 days. Well, what is Minnesota over the last 15 days? they're right about that 12th, 13th. So they're close to a top 10 team, guys, versus righties. And Tampa Bay's falling off towards the bottom to almost 20th if you average their numbers out. So you're giving me the better bats, a guy with really good numbers, a 3.8 in AAA with a 1.3 whip. So he did this in AAA, which is the next step up. So he's shown that he can handle it. He doesn't have control issues. So I think this kid can go out there and hold his own, and Minnesota's bullpen could then kick it into gear. And at this plus money, I got to take a shot that there's no way the Rays should be this big of a favorite right here. I get it. They're one of the better teams in baseball. They're great, but the numbers say this should be way closer. And I've been taking these shots. And if the numbers don't lie more often than not, guys. Yeah. On to the next game, guys. We got Cleveland at Boston. Morgan versus Hawk. Morgan's a straight bum, guys. We've got Boston Red Sox as a minus 186 favorite with the under-over set at 10 right now. I don't understand how the Boston Red Sox can be damn near a minus 200 favorite with that trash of a bullpen. There's no way if I want Boston can I take them full game. They have the 27th bullpen, 30th in 15 days, guys. There's nothing you can trust about that Boston bullpen. What you can trust about Boston is their bats. Yes, they are missing pieces. I keep hearing that, guys, but guess what? They smashed again today, and they were missing those pieces. So I got to trust the numbers. The numbers say Boston is a top 5 team the last 30 and 15 days, OPS and average versus right-handed pitchers. And this ain't a right-handed pitcher. This is a bum right-handed pitcher at that. Morgan has a 7 ERA at home and a 4 away. So he is away here. 5 days ago, he gave up 2 runs in 3 innings. I don't expect him to go any more than 3 innings. Hawk, though, here we go. He pitched versus them 5 days ago, too. And they're like, Sharpie, what about your 5-day rule? I get it. This guy right here, first 5, is telling me he can back him. I go through their game log. I see, hey, how do they do? How are they holding up? They're actually almost a 185 first 5. I get that because Hawk has shown 2 times versus the Yankees and the other team that he's been able to go back-to-back and only give up 1 run and still dominate a team. And he dominated Cleveland last time out, 4 innings, 1 run, and I don't see anything less. So I'm going to take Boston Red Sox. I'm going to have to go minus -0.5 run to get that juice down because minus 185 is just stupid. Minus 140 is still a little steep, guys. But I don't see how Hawk has shown me, like I said, he can go back-to-back. And Morgan has shown me that he's nothing but a trash can ready to be set on fire. And the Boston Red Sox got their torches out, ready to set this guy on fire because they know how bad their bullpen is. They've got to jump out to a lead and hold on for dear life. So it's minus 140. I'm going to hope it goes down a little bit. I'm not going to bet it straight away yet, but that is going to be on my card for a heavy lean for tomorrow. It's Red Sox first 5, minus 140. That's minus -0.5. Next game out. We've got Suarez versus Rogers, guys. Philadelphia versus Miami. This has been my little secret. Shout out to the Pub Sports Radio Discord. Miami Marlins versus a lefty. Last week, they were the best team in baseball versus a lefty. Now they're 8th average, 5th OPS the last 15 days. If you go back the last 30, Miami's 10th and 10th. You go to this to what the Philadelphia Phillies are, they're 20th average, 16th OPS over the last 30, 16th average, 15th OPS the last 15. They're middle of the pack, if anything. And on this game, I want Miami first 5, guys. I can't believe they're the dog. And it's just a numbers play at that. Like, Miami versus a lefty has been gold for me, guys. They should score 2-3 runs. The under-over is at 3.5. The Miami team totals 1.5. It's juiced to minus 130. If they score 2 runs, they should win this game with Rogers pitching. Rogers is their ace. He's been off. They've held him off because he's young and hasn't pitched that many innings, and they didn't want to ruin this kid. I think he can go out and give us 5 solid innings of 1-run ball. And if anything, it's a push. And at minus 105, I've got to take it. I've got the better bats by the way better numbers, guys, and the better pitcher. Sign me up. Next game out, guys, we got Detroit at Cincinnati. We have 8% rain when it starts, and it goes into 40, 50%. So I do not know if this game is going to go. I'm going to give you a couple little stats. Hopefully, if it does go, it works. But the line right now on this game is out. We have the Reds as a minus 200 favorite. No way in hell, set me on fire. I don't give a damn. Am I betting a minus 200 Cincinnati Red when a lefty's on the other side of the mound? Did you guys not see again what happened today? Did we not tell you about that yesterday on the show? You cannot back Cincy versus a lefty right now. They are one of the worst teams in the league. Hands down. We go through 29th average, 28th OPS over the last 30 days, 26 and 26 over the last 15. I hit my strikeout prop with Alexander today in the 3rd inning, guys. Who the hell's Alexander? Exactly. That plus 140 I said wasn't enough money. That was too easy money. I didn't bet it like a vagine, and I left freaking money on the table, guys. I'm not leaving money on the table. No. Under, it's at a 4.5. I lean under 4.5, guys. Detroit, they're not hitting righties. They are hitting righties better the last 15 days over 30. They were 28th average, 29th OPS the last 30 days. They're 18th and 19th OPS now the last 15. I lean under 4.5. Reds are not hitting lefties. Detroit's really not hitting righties. Malley has a ERA of 1.9 has a ERA of 1.9 on the road. 1.9 on the road and 6 at home. So yeah, this is a fade Malley spot. He's got a terrible ERA at home, and Detroit can't hit a lefty, guys. At this money, if this game goes, I'm taking Detroit first 5 at plus 165, guys. It should be way closer, minus 140, maybe. So sign me up for some Boyd tomorrow if this game goes. Next game, we've got the Washington. We're not on Washington. Damn stoner. We're at the Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Billy Bill. Shout out to Willie Beeman in the backstage up late. It's damn near 1-2 o'clock his time, and he getting down, and he got the MMA show still. So shout out to Willie Beeman for doing the backstage for me. Right into here, guys. White Sox are a minus 150 first half, Royals plus 125. I'm off this game so far. The hitting numbers on Lopez are wild, guys. Yes, Lopez has been good this year, but throughout his career, he's been trash and he's been hot garbage. So Lynch has been money, guys. He's been really good the last few weeks since he's figured it out coming up from the minors. He figured out whatever the hell was wrong with him. He's been money. White Sox versus lefties the last 15 days is 9th average, 11th OPS. Where Kansas City Royals versus a righty is 13th average, 23rd OPS. They're not really hitting for power, but they have really good numbers off Lopez. At plus 125, I might take a shot again on the Kansas City Royals today on the first 5 money line. I think this should be more of a pick 'em, guys. Kansas City, since Alberto came back, they're a whole different lineup. Nicky Lopez is booming. Shout out to Maxwell Smart with the Nicky Lopez props. Been calling this guy out before he was even freaking in the 2-hole. Was in the 8-hole smacking it, and he was on this guy left and right. So Kansas City's playing good ball right now. Lynch is pitching really well. I like the numbers versus Lopez. We're getting the plus money because how Lopez has been this year. I went through his career stats in his last few years, guys. This guy, like I said, should not be the favorite here. So Give me Kansas City first 5 at the plus 125. And we're going to get into the next game. We've got St. Louis versus Milwaukee. We got Kim versus Hauser. The line on this game is there we go. Brewers are a minus 130 first 5 and a minus 137 full game. Milwaukee has been nothing but bet against or just not bet on versus a lefty, guys. And I've been calling it for weeks, and people are starting to catch on. 28th average, 29th OPS, guys, the last 30 days. 28th, 29th. Almost, they are identical the last 15. Garbage, trash. Call it what you want. Call it what you want to call it. It ain't an alcoholic. It's trash, guys, okay? So I can't back Milwaukee, and there's no way am I backing Kim. Kim has been good, though, the last few starts. So I can't hate you for taking the plus money, plus first 5. I wouldn't take you full game. The Milwaukee bullpen is number 1 in the league the last 15 and 30 days. So if you want some St. Louis action, I would look at the first 5. They've got the better batting numbers. They are 15th average, 19th OPS over 30 days. Then they're 13th and 13th the last 15. So, I mean, they're turning it around. St. Louis is starting to hit righties. Milwaukee's not hitting lefties. Kim has been pitching well. Hauser hasn't been that bad, but he shouldn't be favored here with the way that Milwaukee's not hitting lefties, guys. So, on to the next game. It's going to be a real quick. Seattle, Arizona, guys. There is no pitchers out for that, so nothing to help you out. Best of luck. Hit me on Twitter if you have any actions, and I'll try to help you out. Atlanta, Colorado. We've got Anderson versus Marquez. So much going on here in this game. Atlanta at a minus 116 full game. I don't want. If I want any Atlanta, which I might because the numbers are telling me Atlanta. They're a minus 125 first 5. Marquez the last few games has been nothing but freaking bad, guys. Straight bad. And he wanted to get traded at the All-Star break. He threw a fit when he didn't get traded. The last 3-4 games have shown that he don't want to be there, guys, that he just wants this season to be done. Anderson went on the COVID list like Garrett Cole, Yarborough, Rondon, guys on the spider tack, guys who the spin rate. Anderson, big spin rate. He was before he went down to go pitch in the minors and get his shit right. He was getting lit up, guys. Lit up because of the spider tack. Last week we had a hunch, bro. We knew he was coming up. We've seen the pitchers come up and do well. So we jumped on him, and Anderson pitched really well again. Who would have thought? This guy, bro. Come on, guys. These guys, it's all about cheating in this league, bro. It's don't get caught. Figure out ways not to get caught. It is what it is. It's baseball. It's been there forever, bro. It's catch me if you can. And when they do, it's like it's a slap on the wrist. Or no one's getting in trouble, bro. So I have to back Anderson first 5 at this. I mean, Atlanta's numbers versus righties are not that good right now, but neither are Colorado's the last 15 days. So if you're going to give me the better pitcher and the better form at a damn near pick'em price in Colorado, I'm going to have to take my shot on the Atlanta Braves first 5. Colorado does have the better bullpen, 8th pin the last 15 days, where Atlanta's the 20th. That's why I said I really wouldn't want much of that Atlanta bullpen. If you want them, you got to take them first 5. I haven't bet it yet, but it is strongly. It'll be on my leans. I'm going to have to break through my leans so I don't have 10, 20 bets, guys. End up broke that way. On to the next game, guys. This game I did bet. First bet, I shouted out to the Discord on high. Thank God for Jake Arrieta falling apart today. Woo, I don't have to shave my head and cry to God. I can't believe Houston's an underdog first 5 or full game. I took them first 5 at plus 100. I don't get it, and I thought they were going to be a minus 160 to a minus 180 by the numbers. And when I seen that, guys, I was just like, wow, what are they seeing? Do they get that much money on the Padres? Is that what it is? Do the books see that much San Diego Padre money? Thank you for those out there betting the San Diego Padres the last few weeks. Shout out to Pub Sports. I've been calling it since the All-Star break. The Padres are not making the playoffs. They're going to fall. They're going to fade. They're going to do the same damn thing they do every year. Don't tell me about last year. It was 60 games. That's about the All-Star break. We're back to normal, long 6-month baseball. And it's fade the Padres season, guys. And especially versus a lefty or a righty right now. San Diego Padres are 28th average, 22 OPS the last 30 days. 29th average, 28th OPS the last 15th. Valdez has been money, guys. He's got the same home road splits, really low ERA in the threes, and Musgrove going against the first average, second OPS, third average, 12th OPS the last 15 days. So you're giving me the better bats by damn near 20 spots and the better pitcher in my eyes at plus money? Are you kidding me? Is this really happening here? Like I said, I'm on it. That right there, that to me, we'll get to that later on in the show. Yeah, boy. But Houston Astros have the 4th best pin. San Diego Padres 9th over the last 15 days. Padres have been falling off, guys. They've been taxed. Their starting pitching have not been good. They have to pitch guys like Jake Arrieta. They got to call guys up like Weathers. Lament's in their bullpen, guys. This is supposed to be one of their starters. He's in their damn bullpen. They don't know what they're doing over there, and I love it being a Dodger fan. So Houston first 5 plus 100. I think the line's way off. Next game, we have Los Angeles versus San Francisco Giants. I wish I knew what was going on in that game, and I will figure that out as soon as we're done, and I hope we're winning, but I don't think we are. It was supposed to be Price pitching yesterday or today, whatever you want to call it when this happens. It ended up being a bullpen day, so that threw my day off of capping on that game. So we got Urias pitching for the Dodgers and no one pitching for the Giants yet. The Giants are 16th average, 12th OPS over the last 30 days, 21 average, 7th OPS over the last 15. Dodgers have the 5th best bullpen pretty much 30, 15 days, where the Giants are 25th, 30, and 28th over 15. Their bullpen's pretty bad lately. They've been taxed. Urias has a 3.7 home ERA and a 2.7 on the road. He's on the road here, guys, so this favors him. A whole run less on the road. Giants have really, really good numbers. If you go by the hitting stats and you go look up who's hit Urias, they've done really well. But in 4 games this year, they ain't hit him. They've got 2 runs once, 1 run or less in every other time. So those stats are prior. Do not just go strictly based off of those stats, guys, because the Giants have not been seeing him. And depending on what happens there, I'm either going to back him or hit an under because Urias has been in good form. And they're going to have to ride him tomorrow, especially after a bullpen day like today. Next game and the last game, Texas Rangers at Los Angeles Angels. That's another game where I pushed on the first 5 plus 170, and I ended up taking a full game. I don't know what's going on yet because we're still recording this as the games are going on out here on the West Coast. It's almost 10 o'clock p.m. my time. So let's get this last game done. We've got Allard versus Suarez, guys. Texas Rangers are a plus 135 first 5. Suarez is a minus 165. No way in hell should Suarez be that big of a favorite, guys. These numbers are telling me wrong team's favored. Now, can I put my money on Allard? No. So I would look at a Texas Rangers team total full game because I want to attack that 30th bullpen that the Los Angeles Angels have. Texas Rangers are 5th average, 12th OPS versus lefties the last 15 days, guys. They've turned the last few weeks around and started hitting, where the Angels, 27th average, 20th 25th OPS over 30 days, 19th average, 22nd OPS the last 15 days. Texas Rangers bullpen has been at 13th over the last 15 days. So the better bullpen and technically the better bats are on the Rangers side, guys. It's, do you trust Suarez? He has a 5 ERA at home, or ERA of home of 5. That is wild. So this is technically a Texas Rangers team total spot, looking at Suarez's home ERA, the way that the Texas Rangers have been hitting lefties, and how bad the Angels bullpens is. So what does that pull me at if I want that? That right there would be 3.5 minus 105. Thank you. That is now official. Bet. Kabammy. That's bet, guys. 3.5 runs for a Texas Ranger team versus lefties. Woo, I know they got 2 off of Sale, 4 off of Rodriguez. They've seen some lefties over the last 2 weeks, and they've done their own. And Angels bullpen, like I said, guys, is bad. Well, that wraps us up for today, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. I tried to be as quick as possible. I know it's Saturday. I know Ian and Connor have a 2-hour college football show, 4th and Gold. Hope you guys checked it out. Hope you guys get some winners there. The MMA show is going to be coming on, but let's get to our sponsors. Let's get to our sponsors before I melt my face off like that Michael Jackson surgery. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports, 50% match bonus on debit or credit, 100% match bonus on Bitcoin. Easy convertible through Cash App on your phone, guys. Also, Manscaped, Lawnmower 4.0, a.k.a. the Nikki Hedger, hedge funds. Don't hedge your bets, hedge your mustache, hem your genitals, hedge what you got to hedge, guys. Just make sure you keep your man parts clean so your woman will go down on you. She don't want that hairy shit. So let's get into best bet before I melt my face off, guys. If you don't know, you should know. It's Houston Astros first 5 plus 100. They should be the favorite. They should be the favorite by a lot. So shout out to Pub Sports. We be pubbing. Shout out to Willie Beeman. Shout out to the crew. The MMA show will be coming on right after this, guys. Tap in. It's Till vs. Brunson. Join us. Let's get high. Let's get by. Let's fly.